Today we are going to focusing state and props. State and props. What are the state and props? We need to understand. First, I'm opening the Visual Studio Code. I need to go to my workspace. In the workspace level, I'm open the command prompt and give the code space dot. To open the Visual Studio Code, we are using this command code space dot. Right here, today we are going to focusing state and props. What is the meaning of? What is the meaning of that one? What is the state and what is the props? It's changing automatically. 1 second. Right. First, you need to understand what is the state. What is the state? State is just like a one kind of variable, one kind of value it is going to maintain. One kind of value it is going to maintain. A React state is a data container, simply. React.js state is a one container to hold the data. To hold the data. This data we can able to change. Suppose I'm going to define name equal to Chandra. That name you can able to modify. That name we can able to modify. That's the reason we can say React state is a mutable data store of component. So here this is the first point. This is the first point, state level. Second point I'm going to mentioning here. A React state is a mutable data store of components. So you can able to modify. You can able to modify. Okay. So this is the second point. Functionally centric block of UI and logic. So mutable means you can able to modify and we can able to use in the your user interface level. How to define that one? For that purpose, I'm going to creating one separate application step by step. If you are following these steps, you can able to see similar kind of application in our laptop level also. Okay, so I'm opening one notepad. This notepad level I'm going to mentioning React.js state and props application development steps. Just now we are going to discuss only state. Once application understand practically we are observe the state, then we can focus props. Okay, first state level, how to define, how to mutable that functionality. Once you are observed, we are going to focus in props also. Okay, so step number one. What are the step number one? Create a React.js project. Forget about other people. think about yourself. Feel free to open the mic and follow the steps. Give the response. This is the way you are going to remember. Remember these steps you need to habituate. You need to habituate. That's the reason I'm requesting multiple times. Create React.js project. How to create a React.js project? There are multiple ways are there, but frequently which one we are going to using? NPX. This is the problem. People are not responding. NPX space create React app. Here what is the project name? State and props. You can give any name, but understanding purpose, easily recognition purpose, I'm using this one. Step number 2. What is the step number 2? What is the step number 2? Switch to the project location. Very good. At least one people are responding. CD space, state and props. This is the way. So that we are going to move to that particular location. Now, I need to open this one into the Visual Studio Code. How to open that one? Open the project into VS Code. How to open state and props is the command prompt. Here we need to use code space dot. It is opening the Visual Studio Code. Here, one new step I'm adding here. One new step I'm adding here. What the step is? I need to add Bootstrap. What is the purpose of Bootstrap? We're already discussed. Look and feel purpose. Look and feel changing purpose. Responsiveness purpose. Okay. Step number 4. Add Bootstrap into your project. This is the multiple ways you can able to do. This is the first application. That's the reason. From get bootstrap, getbootstrap.com. From getbootstrap.com, copy CDN link into index dot. We are going to adding that CDN link into the index.html. Okay, that is step number 4. Now I'm going to perform the first step. So go to here, npx. I'm using here what? npx create -react -app state and props. State and props. Whenever I'm going to give this command, it is going to creating automatically folder project structure, React project structure. It is going to create it automatically. Okay, so that is the step we are done. Okay, so next, once Bootstrap is added, step number 5, I'm going to writing here. Meanwhile, what is the step number 5? Create a student component within src components folder. Okay, we are going to see how to create a class component. Within that, how to declare state. State means what? Variable, property, container. You can use different kind of names. Variable, property, container, anything. Okay, how to declare that one, how to use that one, we need to focus. Come on, tell me how to create a component. What is the first statement? Import React from React library. Okay, from React library we are going to using this one, right? This is the import statement. Next, what the keyword is required? Class. What is the component name? Student. Extends Why we are going to using extends? There is a predefined React level component is available. That capabilities we need to acquire from student, right? So we need to acquire the properties, capabilities from React component, right? So that is the purpose. That is the purpose. React dot component opening and closing. Okay. Sometimes you can use extend React, but you need to mention this component into this import statement level. Okay. So comma flower bracket level component you need to write. That one we can see later. Important thing is what? Here we need to write export default student. Why we are going to writing this export? What is the purpose of writing this export? Why I am going to using this statement? If I am not using this statement, this component level information, we cannot use any other kind of component. Understood? Understood, everyone? If I'm not using this one, you cannot use this component to any other kind of component. For example, root component app.js is there. That component level you cannot able to use. You cannot able to use. Okay. Here one method is there. What is the method? Class component level. What is the method is available, sir? What is the method? Come on. Render method is available. Render method is available. Sir, please give the response. Without response, you cannot remember whether it is right or wrong, not a problem. But you have to speak. Okay, render method. This render method level, what is the statement is there? Return statement. This return statement level, one element, root element is required. Root element is required. What is the root element I'm using here? Div tag. Here, whatever you want, you can define. But here, newly, I'm going to declare the state. Okay. This process we can see directly Visual Studio Code. After that, copy paste that code. Okay, don't worry. So first step is finish. Second step I'm performing again. Here, see, observe this one. Now third step, open the Visual Studio Code, opening, right? So this is the way it is going to opening. So once it is opening, we need to add the Bootstrap capabilities. So that is the purpose. I need to open the browser. Here I'm going to using what? Getbootstrap.com site. I'm opening this one. Look and feel purpose, sir. What is the purpose this one? Look and feel purpose. Okay. So here scroll down. You can see CDN links, right? Just copy this one. Go to your Visual Studio Code where I need to copy this one. Public folder level index.html is there, right? This index.html level I'm going to copy paste. Okay. Here, copy paste. Next, another kind of link also there now. Just copy this script tag also. Copy this one. Go to here and paste it. So save this one. This is the way Bootstrap capabilities are automatically it is going to get. Okay. This is the one. For your reference purpose, these two links also I'm going to copy paste in the steps level so that instead of opening getbootstraps.com site, you can able to take from the steps also. Okay. Right. Next step is what? We need to create a component. We need to create a component. Sir, where I'm going to create in the components, where I'm going to creating SRC level, I need to create a one folder. What is the folder? Components. Sir, can I use my own name? Yes, you can use your own name. But real time level, people are following some conventions, rules, specifications, standards. That's why I'm using the components. Can I use Chandra here, folder name? You can use Baba, not at all a problem. but follow the convention. Okay, within that, how to create? Click new file. Component name is student.js. What is the first statement? Already discussed. Come on, open the mic and give the response. In the school level, every day tables is there. 1 1s are 1, 1 2s are 2, 1 3s are 3, like that. Same procedure I'm going to following. I know you people are not at all practicing. Interview you need to face. Otherwise, you cannot get the job. Situations, you know, what is the situations currently? Highly expectations are there. Each and everything you need to know. That's the reason. Give the response. Give the response. After finishing the training, you no need to spend much more time. Immediately you need to get the job. How you are going to get the job? Based on your certification, based on your percentages, you cannot get the job. When you are going to get the job, whenever you are going to speak, whenever you are going to speak, then only you can get the job. Okay, practice, forget about other people, think about yourself. Okay, import. Here we need to use what? React. This is the way we are going to define. Sir, can I use single quotes or double quotes? Do it, do the experiment. Not a problem. Do it, experiment. Fail, but don't stop. 100 times if you are fail, not a problem. Practice. Class. For the component name, student. Extends. React dot component. So first, immediately you need to remember. Next step is what? You need to add export. Export. Okay. Default student. There is a shortcuts are there. I will explain that shortcuts also. But remember, you need to write step by step like this. Shortcuts, if I'm using, automatically it is going to get the structure. I will explain that shortcut also. But interview level, you need to write in the notepad level. People are asking, open the notepad and write the class component, write the functional component, like that. So that is the cases level, each and every step you know, right? That is the purpose. I am typing step by step. I will explain the shortcuts also. If anyone knows, those kind of shortcuts, sir, I will come to your level. Please be wait. I am thinking about without knowing, without background, without knowing any languages, those people point of view, each and everything I'm going to explain. If you know those kind of shortcuts, keep it. I'll come to up to your level. Definitely we are going to discuss it. But don't disturb other people. Okay. I know those kind of commands. I will explain. Please be wait. My road plan is very clear. You need to success. That's it. Render method I'm going to open it. Okay. Here, what is the next render method level? What is that one next? Return statement. Return statement. Here, div tag is there. Right? Here, I need to show name, student name. I need to display student name. I need to display here. If I want to display the name, I need to define the name, right? I need to declare the state, right? How to define the state? Can I use here? Can I use here state? State is an object. Can I use this kind of way? Here, class level constructor is there. Class level, what is that? Constructor. This constructor level, I'm going to define the state. How to define the state? Here, I need to define the name. Name. Here, we need to define Chandra, like that. I need to define. Here, state is an object. State is an object. Sir, without using constructor, can I declare state directly? See the observation. See the observation. Here state I am defining. State I am defining. So this state level, I need to declare variable. Sir, here I am going to showing the multiple kind of things. Here I am going to opening here multiple kind of things. Okay. So this multiple kind of things level observations are important. Okay. So React level, React.js level, state class component level, class component level, how to declare that is the concept I am going to explaining. Okay, how to declare that is the concept I am going to explaining here. So I am going to declare here whenever I am going to using state, you need to define first constructor. What is the constructor? Constructor is a constructing in a student object, student component. That is the purpose I am going to define this one. Within that, this dot state, I'm going to define what? This dot state equal to open the flower bracket. Here we need to define name. Name is a property. Here name is what? Chandra. I'm going to specify. This variable I need to use. Where I need to use? Here I need to specify. How to specify? Flower bracket level. This dot state dot. Why? Because this is an object. This means this current student object within that state is there. The state level, what is there? Name. Okay. This is the way we are going to define. So important thing is state declaration. This is what? Here declare the state. Okay. This is the state. State means what? One kind of object. Within that, what is there? Variable is there. What is the variable here? Name, property, variable, or anything. Key and value. This is the way we are going to define. How to access the state level value? This dot state dot name. Again, I'm repeating. Within my component, I'm declaring the constructor. That constructor level, we are going to define the state. That state is holding the properties, values it is going to define. How to define? This dot state equal to flower bracket level name we are going to define. The state level value, how to access? We need to open the flower bracket. Within the flower bracket means JavaScript object. What is the meaning of flower bracket? Flower bracket means this is the representation. This is the flower bracket. This flower bracket representation is what? Object, JavaScript object. Here, this dot state dot name we are using. Okay, this value is getting or not, I need to check. Okay, I need to check. First, I'm going to copy this one, go to the steps here. I'm going to paste it. Here, I'm going to paste this one for your reference. Next step number 6. Call the student component into root component. Root component means app.js. Okay. So app.js level, I need to call that one. So go to the app.js where it is available, src level. App.js is there. Okay. I need to remove this logo. I don't want to see this logo. Here header part, I'm going to remove the header part. Okay, now we need to call student component. How to call the student component here? Less than student. See this one? This is the path. Import statement is automatically it is going to import if you are going to selecting like this. Okay. If you are typing manually, you need to add import also. So if I'm going to click this one, it is added. See this one, line number 2. That is important. Okay. So save it. This is the way we are going to modify. We need to modify this one, app.js. Next, step number 7, run the application. Run the application. How to run the application? State and props command prompt level. npm start. We need to use npm start. Go to here, npm start. If I'm going to using what it is happening, it is compiling the node modules where it is available. Project structure level node modules are available here. Here it is available node modules. It is checking node modules, verifying the basic React libraries, and creating the React server with port number 3000. Automatically it is going to opening browser. Automatically it is going to open the browser level. That one. See what the problem here? What the problem here? See, whenever I'm going to run this application, it is throwing the error. What is the error? Must call super. This is a very important. Must call super constructor in derived class before accessing this. Whenever you are going to define the constructor, compulsory within the constructor level, you need to define super keyword. Within that, super is required. You need to define the super. Once I'm going to define the super, we can get the perfectly. See, this is the structure. Constructing purpose. That is automatically executed. Constructors we are not calling. That is the life cycle kind of method. Life cycle kind of method means what? You are not inviting your childhood to youngster, youngster to old man. We are not inviting. Automatically life level, these kind of things are there, right? Similarly, while executing the student component, these kind of methods are automatically executed. That's why constructor is also one kind of life cycle method. We are not calling. We are not calling. We are not calling means we are not executing automatically. Student component, whenever it is executed, automatically it is going to execute it. Okay. That's why constructor is also one kind of life cycle method only. There are multiple life cycle methods are available. We are going to discussing a little bit later. But here, this constructor is one kind of life cycle method only. But this is whenever you are going to inviting in the app.js level, this constructor is executed. This constructor structure is this one. Here, important thing is constructor level super keyword is required. Super is calling the react.component parent component. It is going to inviting to constructing a student component, and it is holding the data state level name value. That value, how we are going to accessing, this is the way. Now this value, I need to see here one input box level, not for like this. I need to provide this one into the where input box level. How to define the input box? Come on, tell me here how to define the input box. Here input type equal to test. Okay. Value equal to how to access this dot state dot name, right? After that we need to close this input tag now. See now what it is happening. Go to the browser where it is available. Input box level, it is available, right? I need to give the top margin. So top margin I need to give. So how to define here? We need to define first class name equal to. Generally Bootstrap is we are going to use the class, but React level we need to specify the class name. Why? Here class is a keyword. Component level we are using the class, right? So to avoid that confusion, attribute is we are going to using React level class name. Generally Bootstrap level we are using the div class equal to like that. But React application level we need to define class name. Why? Reason is here class is a keyword. To avoid the confusion, we are going to using here class name. Remember, React level, any kind of Bootstrap CSS or any CSS, if you want to apply attribute instead of using the class, you need to use class name. Here I need to define container. Container I'm going to define. Whenever I'm going to provide the container, it is going to give the left and right margin, but top margin is not at all given. Okay. So how to give the top margin? I need to define here. I need to define here style equal to margin hyphen. Here generally margin hyphen top. I'm going to using here margin hyphen top. Generally CSS level hyphen I'm using, right? Here we are going to using margin top. Here I'm going to define 20. If I'm going to define here margin hyphen, generally CSS level we are going to define what? Margin top. We are going to define here 20 pixels something we need to define. How to define? Quotations level 20 pixel, like that we are going to define. But hyphen is not at all allowed. Camel case is required here. We need to define what? Camel case. Margin top. Margin top. This is the key, and value is 20 pixels, like that we need to define. Okay. So here style how to define, that is the part I'm going to showing here. Style we are going to adding h1 tag level. H1 tag level we are going to using style. How to use the style? So H1 level, we are going to define property name within the quotation. Within the single quotations level, we are going to define 20 pixels or something. We need to define like this. We need to define this one. Style equal to flower bracket level. We need to define the style. That style you can use multiple ways. Suppose if you don't want to define, like this, you can define here other kind of way also. I will show that one. I'm going to show in multiple ways. First way, h1 style like this, styles like that I'm going to providing. This h1 style where I need to define the style is I need to declare, right? So this is the render method level. Constant h1 styles equal to, we need to define here margin top. Margin top. Here I need to provide 20 pixels, like that I need to define. So once I'm going to define this one, see the margin 20 pixel we are getting, right? If I'm going to increase size, so instead of going to say 20, 50, I'm going to providing, what happens? See, we are getting the space, right? Okay, fine. Here important thing is there are multiple ways are available. This is the one style, but whenever you are going to use in the style, especially React level, you need to use the camel case. Generally CSS level margin hyphen top we are going to using. So that one hyphen is you need to remove. You need to remove that one. You need to apply margin top and colon 50. You need to declare. This is the way we are going to define. Okay.